There should be both.
I'm missing.
You hardware hunting?
Yeah. Oh God, are we recording? We're recording.
We're live.
All right, guys. This is the struggle. Go out of town with the toolbox open. You get these damn blank holes like this.
Oof.
And you get some short guys where the tall guys go.
Oof.
You get stuff like that going on. You'll have that sometimes. So then, my response to that is let me go over to my other toolbox. Because if I can't find it in one, I can definitely find it in two. And some brand new shit here. Gosh, I don't have a damn size that small. It's not looking good here, boys.
Is it a 7?
It's
8?
I think it's a, might be a 6.
No,
12
it's a
point.
7.
Is it a 7, you think?
I wouldn't think it would be a 6.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Chinesium. I mean, titanium.
Chinesium.
We're decking out Hank with all titanium stuff, so we've been MIA a little bit, but we are back in the shop. It was a frigid 50 degrees when I walked in the shop today, and you guys know I don't do any work when it's cold. I barely do any work when it's warm, and we're back here. We were just down in Darlington. We were up in Maryland. We had guys in Connecticut. We had guys in South Carolina and Greenville. So we've been all over the place, did some storm work stuff. If you guys are interested in storm work, I will now be responding to the email. So if you have sent me an email this week, I will get an email back to you, and we'll be able to connect and get you guys on the list then. If you guys are interested in doing storm work, send me an email at lsnastyllc@gmail.com, and we can get you added to the list and get you guys some of that race car fun. But what we're doing today is trying to tidy up a little bit with the wiring harness some. We're going to extend a couple of the wiring harness. So it's stock GM 24 tooth wiring harness, put a 58 tooth crank in there, so I gotta just file down the connector to make it work. You guys saw me struggling with that a little bit last time. Got our injector harness on there, all trimmed up, looking all nice. We're going to put our coils on there. That's what these titanium bolts are. As you can see, it goes in there just perfectly. Look at that. Pow. So we're going to get those on there, plug those up, try to get a lot of things plugged up. Don't know where we're going to put our fuel pressure sensor yet. We're going to put the TPS stuff on this side. Not sure if we're going to run idle air control valve, because I don't run them on any of my race car stuff. But this isn't like a race car, street car deal, so maybe not. We'll find out. Plug up the cam sensor, got to extend that. Plug up the oil pressure sensor, got to extend that. Get our cylinder head grounds on there. Just keep plugging away at it is the plan. So just keep chipping away, get the Terminator mounted, get the other Kirky seat, the racecraft brackets, get those mounted. Just really try to get some stuff knocked out. A lot of the busy work, this stuff like isn't real cool to watch on camera, but it's a lot of the stuff that you have to do. Like the wiring stuff, I just messed with the wiring a little bit in the last video. I'm no wiring genius or expert by any means, but I enjoy, I think this looks a whole lot better than having 4 more connectors there. So I'm pretty happy with it. I'm trying to make it look clean, trying to make it look good. So, when you pop the hood off at Cars and Coffee, not only does this thing run good and sound mean, but it looks good, kind of semi-professionally built. I feel like that's fair to say, semi-professional.
That's fair.
Yeah. So, all right, we're going to go on a wild goose chase for this Kirky seat. Brand new seat cover laying around here. We'll see where it is.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad!
Kirky has been sourced.
Brand spanking new Kirky, going back to its rightful home in there in Hank. 17-inch hip width is the go-to Kirky seats. You can rock the 16-inch, but the 16-inch, I don't think I'm that large or wide. I'd say I'm pretty standard issue. 17, you can fit up to a 240 pounder depending on their height, 250 pounder maybe. But the 16-inch, I'm 185 pounds and I squeeze into the 16-inch. So 17-inch, especially for passenger seat, highly recommend. This actually isn't a, oh, this is a Kirky seat. This is name brand. I'm generally a, oh, I know what it is. It's a Jeg seat. Someone
Did you put a Kirky sticker on it?
I didn't do this, guys. I'm not that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Okay. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I didn't do this. This is a Jeg seat. To forever be sticky on the back of the car, or the back of the seat now. I wouldn't dare mislabel something.
How dare you? How dare you say such a thing?
Yeah, this is just straight up Jeg seat. Literally the same exact thing as a Kirky seat. I'm not going to knock Kirky, but they're just a cheap seat. It's a cheap race seat. It's
not Race Tech.
It ain't no Race Tech, I can tell you that. This is a seat to put your ass in. A Race Tech is a seat that you will live in. That's the difference. You will stay alive in a Race Tech seat. A Kirky, you'll be in it when they pull you out. So that's the truth. I mean, I've been fast in a Kirky. I'm not talking shit. I'm just speaking facts. So we'll get that stuck in there. We're just chipping away. All right, our next wild goose chase socket.
Oof.
All right, I've been having a dilemma. I found some coils. I like these coils, looking good. I had about a box of them, and these are the best looking coils that I got. And my main man Mason here just insists on taking them all apart and cleaning it, just so we can replace it with an ICT billet.
Look, we got all the grease off, wiped them down. They don't have to be perfect, but you can at least put a little effort into it.
You could about eat off them things.
Dude, these are gonna look so good on these stock valve covers. Also, we replaced the valve covers for some with gaskets, and then we replaced the 2 passenger side valve covers to 1 driver side, 1 passenger side. So now we have an oil fill. Before we did not have an oil fill. We're getting there. So as soon as Mason gets that back, we'll slap these titanium bolts in. Dude, this thing has got titanium exhaust, titanium dump tube for the wastegate, titanium front and rear cover bolts, now titanium coil bracket bolts, and it's going to have titanium ground bolts for the cylinder head grounds.
You saved a half a pound.
Dude, only the best for myself. What did he say? Mason said I'm not sloppy mechanics, I'm fancy mechanics. He said I'm Matt Happel. What'd you say?
You're like a rich Matt Happel.
I actually don't mind that. It's not too offensive.
See, look at the difference. You have this
Ooh, we have crusty
that
and
looks
clean.
pretty decent, and then you have this crusty shit that looks like it just came out of the junkyard.
It actually did.
What do
come
you
out of the
really want on your
junkyard.
car, John?
Well, when I replaced it with the ICT billet ones, you see, I was trying to keep a budget, and now we're spending money on brake cleaner and rags. It's really gonna hurt the bottom line.
Yeah, it's getting way out of...
Yeah, way out of budget here.
Yeah, it is. All right, Holley, you start taking apart the other ones. I'll put this back together. I'm dying to bolt these
He's
on.
putting all the coils on backwards, guaranteed.
I'm dying to bolt these on. Also, GM, why do you have to use such a long bolt for the coils?
It is a little ridiculous. It'd be crazy if we had a socket with an impact.
Yeah, but it's just like the experience of doing it by hand is just so much more. Like, you're so much more in touch with yourself.
It's like when you cut down a tree with an axe versus a chainsaw.
Yeah, you're just so much more in touch with yourself, you know?
Gay!
We have this Holley harness beautifully, temporarily laid out here. When you get down to it, trying to make it look nice is a pain in itself, because honestly, if you got just a stock intake manifold and you're never going to open your hood, this is the harness for you. You can just slap that guy on there, plug it in, shut the hood, hit the road. But we got this nice intake on there, nice elbow, going to try to clean it up. So we're running all the wiring underneath the intake and then having it come through the runners. So you got all your injector wiring coming through the runners. You got the big clip for your coil packs going through the runners on each side. And this is not a big intake. This is a 4150 style Edelbrock Super Victor, which is like entry level. The runners are kind of small. It's cast. You don't got a lot of room to work with. One of the benefits of running one of the CID intakes is you could stick your whole fist like in between the runners, just because it's just everything's up so much higher, it's much bigger. You have a lot more room underneath it too. But this is fine for the application we're dealing with here. So we got a bunch of the wiring coming out the front. Fuel pressure will run up here. TPS will go right there. Coolant temp sensor we can either run on the cylinder head or we can run it right on the water pump. We got intake air temp. Let's see. We got our cylinder head grounds on there, which are looking great. We got our cam and oil pressure all plugged up, all bolted down. Map sensor right back here. We got to put a map sensor in it. What else? Oh yeah, I messed up, and this intake is not permanently installed, so I'm gonna have to pull it off. Put some RTV on there, because I don't think this one did not have an O-ring, did it? Do you remember, Ben? It doesn't?
It definitely does.
I don't think the Edelbrock one does.
My Edelbrock one does.
This is old. I don't know. I'll have to Google it and see. It might. It might.
It's a crazy thought. You have to pull it off anyway, so pull it off.
Well, I don't have to pull it off if it has the O-rings. Maybe it does have O-rings.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
What are the O-rings in it?
Yeah, if it has O-rings, they're definitely in it. You guys need to comment down below if you guys have been watching this build series. Do you remember if there's O-rings in this thing? I'm gonna have to Google it and see. We're waiting on a couple other things like the plug for the IDR control, map sensor. I think that's about like all we can really do up here right now. Oh, alternator bracket. Got it on an alternator bracket up here. And then it's like engine bay wise, it's plummet, and then like wire up the headlights and the turn signals and stuff like that. Just like needy up a little bit of patch firewall. We got 3 holes in the firewall, very small. We need to patch, but it is very important that we patch them. It might be 4 actually. Yeah, 4. Yeah, there's another one there. So 4 holes in the firewall we got to patch. So what we'll do now is we will mount the Holley Terminator. Some people like to mount them in the engine bay. I don't. I like to put them in the car. Personal preference. You guys can do whatever you want. We've always put them in the car and they've had no problems. They have some indicator lights, so if you put them somewhere where you can see, that's great. It's a benefit. If not, don't worry about it. But this is all the Holley Terminator kit if you guys are interested. This is like as badass as you can get with entry-level price. So check out Holley, the Terminator kits. I think they're like $1,100, so highly recommend them. They're pretty sweet. I think we're going to go fast. I think we're going to be able to go 4's and drive it around on the Holley Terminator. And then we're going to run our air shifter off of it. We'll run our boost control through it. Trans brake through it. I don't know what else we need to run. What else would I run through it?
Boost controls, shoot.
Shoot, I'll have just air
You're
up.
just
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
shifter. Did I say shifter? We'll do shifter, CO2, trans brake. And then I'll have another input still. Maybe ride height sensor.
There you go.
Just if we're low dollar motorsport shock travel sensor, if we're getting real bougie, like strange single ways. What's that? Converter charge pressure. I'm not really a big transmission data guy. That's Matt's area. I rather just see how much separation I can get. All right, we'll go up in the air. We got to plug in. The last thing we got to do on the harness is plug in the crank sensor, bolt that up. I got to get a measurement for a drive shaft. I've not done that yet. That's kind of important. Drive shaft measurement.
You kind of need one of those.
And then we'll mount the Holley. Alright, we've been making strides here at Ellis Nasty to have a cleaner shop. More organized. I think it's been paying off.
Mm-hmm.
We now have tool carts and tables, so no real parts on the floor unless they're like junk. So, I mean, hey, that's kind of been working out alright. We're actually going to move Hank over kind of in this corner temporarily. Right now, when we're filming this video on Saturday, we just got back from working a storm. Mason here, which you guys will see in some videos. He works a bunch of storms for us. He's all the way from up in Indiana, but he comes down here and does some work for us. And then he was down in Louisiana for 20 days, got fired from his job because he didn't... Yeah, big storm guy. Big storm guy. So, he's actually been doing 2 cam swaps on single cab trucks this week. One of them being mine. My work truck is getting the gold truck, old trusty, the 99, is getting a cam.
I think Mason has a pretty good relationship with the gold truck.
Listen, me and the gold truck have bonded in ways you would never understand.
You were down here for something.
It was the New Jersey storm.
Oh yeah, he was down here for the $20,000 race,
yep.
and then we immediately got storm work up in New Jersey. Like right after that, for what was it?
The next day.
It was. Did we?
We didn't do anything there. We went up to Connecticut. It was just a windstorm.
Oh yeah,
we
just hauled. Yeah, we hauled generators around. We really didn't. Oh, we deployed a couple of them.
Yeah.
We deployed. Did you deploy with the gold truck?
No.
No.
I never made that far.
So on the way up there, it was on bald tires, like driving through a flood. He's like, he can't see in front of him. The windshield's messed up, so he's like trying to follow me in my red truck, and then it's pouring rain. He's like all over the place. We get there. Before we get there, the radiator explodes. Like, I'm standing at the hotel, just got rooms for all my guys, and he comes pulling up, and you just hear this thing just, like, screaming. And he, like, goes and parks. He's like, yeah, that thing was pissed. The next morning, puts a radiator in it, so I reward him by putting new tires on it. And now it's got low oil pressure. Well, Phil drove it around for a couple weeks and months and whatever, and it's got low oil pressure, so we're gonna put a new 6-liter in it, and Mason's gonna throw a cam kit in there. Mason's well versed in all the LS stuff, so you guys might see more of him around in some of the videos. So we're gonna get this off the lift. Not really doing anything else on the lift right now. We're just gonna get the Terminator mounted, plug it up, kind of get our main power harness laid. I'm not gonna put the other seat in there until we get all the wiring done for the taillights, because we'll put all that under the rear seat delete, and then we'll throw that back in there. Then we'll put the seat in. Then I already got the belts in for the car, so I'm putting new impact belts. I got the 2-inch belts. I like the 2-inch a whole lot better than the 3-inch. Doesn't really cut into your neck. I got a fat neck, so I don't want the seat belt cutting my neck. So the 2-inch belts, if you haven't tried the 2-inch belts, try them out. Also, if you wear a Hans when you race, it fits right in the Hans perfect. The 3-inch ones kind of fold over, a little bit pain in the ass. So we're going to get everything moved up, and we'll get this truck that Mason's about to do a cam pulled in here. He's doing cam converter and headers on this guy that lives right down the street. So get that knocked out for him real quick, and then he's going to do that on Sunday, and then my parts come in for the truck on Tuesday, and then Wednesday we head to Florida to go to U.S. Street Nationals, run a little bit of LDR. It's been a while since we were racing, so here, we'll take a look over in the race car room. The black sheep is literally just chilling. So
has not been touched since the last race.
We brought it back from running LDR and parked it here. Look at this.
I mean,
look at this.
Oof, bud.
Literally, we haven't touched this car. It's literally just been sitting here in all of its glory.
Ready to rock and roll.
Ready to rock and roll. I mean, that's what it does. This is what the black sheep is. It is a bad son of a gun, and yeah, this is going to be its last outing as hydraulic roller. Got a very, very exciting video coming up. You guys talk to you guys about this new intake we got from John over at CID. Martin Smallwood Race Developments is a big part of our 2022 plans. So we're going to be doing potentially a different engine combination. Of course, T-Cam power plant with some CID cylinder heads. And I think it's going to be a badass combo. But I'm not going to release too much information on that until I got the parts in front of me and can tell you guys about it. So, yeah, this thing's ready to rock. And we're just making progress on Slick Rick. Got the badass Race Tech seat in there. Most excited part about that whole build is the seat. Race Tech seat is where it's at. So.
Most exciting part is third-gen Camaro.
Yeah, Mason's a big
third-gen Camaro guy. You can't tell
by his mullet, he's a big third-gen guy. Big third-gen guy. But
The only thing it's missing is T-tops.
yeah, no. Big mullet guy. Pointing down.
Huh?
I'm lost.
The ECU, the plugs for the ECU are pointing towards the bottom of the car.
So it's going over towards the passenger side?
Oh, you mean the other holes?
Yeah.
No, they're going towards the center of the car.
Alright.
That makes most sense, doesn't it?
Yes, makes no sense.
Most sense.
No sense, yeah.
Not no sense. It totally makes sense. There's nothing there.
Ooh, she ain't focusing.
Big Holley mountain to the firewall guy. Big eye drill through the firewall patch guy.
Professional.
I usually think about where the ECU's going before I wire the car.
Yeah, no. We're slapping her together, dude. It's a sloppy build. Or sorry, it's a fancy build. Listen to this, guys. I'm gonna drill right in the back of my intake.
Yeah, it's a goal.
grabs one of the wires off the wiring harness.
Alright. Now the bolts come back out.
What?
Hold that bolt.
You want the other one out?
Yep. The Sharpie wouldn't reach to mark it, so I use a drill bit to mark it.
Oh, you didn't have enough length? Damn, where yeah, right into the back of the intake, dude. Right slamming. See, now, if we had a nutsert tool, do you need the longer bolts for the other ones? No nutsert tool. The next build will have a nutsert
It's in the mail.
I'll have mine imported. Hold on, I gotta drill a hole
Here,
here. That's just the power.
Here, take that. Damn, we're to the point now in the game where we drill pilot holes into shit.
Something like that.
We mark with Sharpies. We measure things.
Angle find things.
We angle find. It's getting like a high-end build. I mean, this shit's just.
It's a $2 million race operation. I mean, you gotta stick with it.
Yeah, I mean, $2 million, dude.
It's a lot of zeros.
It's a lot of zeros. $2 million race operation. Don't even race. As the comment said. Oh, nicked the harness, dude.
Just young. Yep.
Oh, dude, it went in.
Wow.
Is that last one the one that's not gonna go in? Dude, 3 is good enough.
Honestly,
Just cover that whole.
I thought the 2 was gonna be good.
honestly, we just put some right stuff over the last hole.
Alright, you ready for the last one?
Which one are you going for?
The bottom one, center of the car.
Okay, go for it.
Which one is the hole off?
If you just put the bolt in straight, it would go.
You know what?
Angle your bolt up.
That is angled up.
No, that's, well, angled up my way. Angle it up your way.
Push down, or pull it out a little bit.
Okay. Thread it.
Hold on, I'm gonna thread it in. Is it going?
Yeah. It's like right there.
Yeah, precision, bro.
If it was any more perfect, Matt would have done it. What do you keep threading?
Oh my gosh, we got the hammer.
I got tired, dude.
Keep threading. You're going into the nut.
Just thinking we had a nutsert tool, dude.
John's a lot of things, but he didn't do things right.
Are you like? Is there a way to stop the nut from spinning? How tight do you want me to go? Huh? Alright. Alright guys, a quick little video in the shop here. Some stuff falling over there, scaring the hell out of me. Just chipping away. There's a lot of time that goes into these builds that we don't really put on camera because they're not super visually appealing to watch at home. But now I'm just starting to film them. We got the Holley Terminator mounted up. Got the wiring harness in there. We'll put a grommet in the Firewall. In the wiring harness, you know, it's got a little extra meat on there, which is perfect. When we're wiring it up, we can pull it out. We're not going to be crammed under the dash having to work on it. The placement of it, super nice. We can run a lot of stuff right there, as you can see, like right there, underneath the carpet. So we can run the main power harness all the way to the back of the car, just like that. And there's really nothing behind the dash. It's gutted, so it's super easy to get to. If you have any issues, you need to take it out, you need to modify something, it's right there. Super, super simple. So we are making great strides. This is kind of like the punch list stuff. We've gotten a lot of the big stuff down. I say some of the other big stuff that we have to do is finish the trunk, get the fuel cell mounted, get the battery mounted, get the burn down tank mounted, and then plumb it. Most of the part for the wiring, you know, if you're going to build a custom wiring harness, what we did there just knocks that right out. We plugged it all up. That's what's so nice about the LS with the Holley harness. Everything's labeled. You plug it up, you make it work, you route it how you have to. If you have to extend something, you cut it, you extend it. If not, you're good to go. So we've really been chipping away, and it's I think this thing is going to be extremely nice. I'm super excited with the progress. We're going to send it over to Nasty Wraps and Tint. I'm not sure if we're going to wrap it or not, but we're definitely going to get some tint done to it to make it look good. We're going to tint the headlights and the taillights. Shannon's going to make me a big wing for it, and then we're going to be good. If you guys are interested in getting any vinyl wraps or tint work done, Benson, North Carolina is the place to go. Nasty Wraps and Tint. You guys can, we got you covered for all your tint and vinyl wrap needs. If you want to do a complete color change or just wrap one part of your vehicle, maybe wrap the roof or just get it tinted, hit us up on Facebook. I'll put their link. I will make sure I put it in this video. The first link in the description below will lead you to the Nasty Wraps Facebook and Instagram page, so check them out. If you are interested, send them a message, and yeah, just let them know that the John Doc YouTube channel sent you over to Nasty Wraps and Tint, and we'll get you taken care of. So that's what we got going on here. Frigid night. Almost see my breath in the shop. That means it's time to go home. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. We're back with the daily uploads, going racing this upcoming week. Thank you so much. Comment, like, subscribe. Go down, click that subscribe button, click that like button, hit that bell. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.